Okay. I gotta get some shit off my chest right quick. I'm gonna try to not make this too long, but I need to talk about this, and I need other women like to really let me know what's up. And if you're a sane man, feel free to comment. Even if you're a crazy one, I still kind of want to understand the thought process. But I had an argument with a man the other day about how he feels that women have it easier in life. Now, I just would like to preface this by saying that this is a man who has 5 kids. Okay. So he decided to bust down on 5 different chicks and have kids with them. Well, I'm sorry, 4 different girls. But he has 5 children. So y'all do the math. Okay. He decided to have unprotected sex with all of these women. And basically his reasoning is that he's upset about the fact that women can take him to court to make him pay child support, and that if he doesn't pay child support, that it can affect his credit. That was his argument. That's the only thing that he really brought up to me was that. But I would just like to say, as a mother of 2, okay, a single mother of 2, I live with my parents who help me because it's hard out here. And quite frankly, like, I had a job, but my youngest could potentially be autistic and he needs me to be with him all the time. So I haven't been able to get a job. So under those circumstances, as a mom, like, my kids are with me. My oldest son, thankfully, his dad is amazing, helps me 100%. His family is amazing, helps me 100%. So my youngest, his dad doesn't do anything, which I kind of was aware of, and I'm not even mad about the fact that he doesn't do anything. I really did not expect him to do much. I, at the time, thought that I was going to be able to work and take care of my son and that I wasn't going to need him. And I still don't. Let me just be clear. Because my family holds me down, I still do not need his help. Okay? So I take full accountability and full responsibility for taking care of my son. And I do what I got to do in order to do that. So if I have to sacrifice being able to live on my own but struggle, instead I decide to live with my parents who help me out, and, you know, I share a room with my son. I'm willing to make that sacrifice to make sure that we're good. Okay? Because trust me, I could go back. I used to work in the hospital. I could go right back to the hospital, make good money, put my child in daycare all the time, have somebody else raising and watching him, making lots of money, but probably working all the time and never be with my kids. I would rather spend my time with my kids. But that makes my life a little bit harder, right? Because that means that most of my time is spent with my children, not me just going out, partying, doing whatever I want to. Like, I sacrifice doing things that I want to do for them, and I willingly and happily do this. Okay, let me make that very clear. They come first. While they're young, both of my kids are under the age of 18. They are my top priority. I'm a grown woman. I am 35 years old. I had time, trust and believe, to do the things that I wanted to do. I had time to party. I had time to travel. And I still do these things, right? Not the partying part, but I still travel and I just take my kids with me. It's not a big deal. But they come first. And for men, y'all don't have to deal with that. The vast majority of you, y'all still get to go to work when you want to. Okay, your kids do not live with you. So when they're sick in the middle of the night and you ain't getting no sleep, as a mom, you, sir, don't have to deal with that. You're not staying up all night to take care of that sick baby. We are, okay? We are the ones that are going to parent-teacher conferences. We are the ones that are going to dance recitals. We are the ones paying and feeding them every day, 3 times a day, making them meals. We are the ones helping them with their homework. You guys are upset because you have to pay some money? And then you want to get upset about what she's spending the money on? My guy, let me make it clear. One of the women that he claims that he gives money to, he says he pays her $20 a month. Please tell me what $20 is going to get. It barely going to get you some apples, oranges, and maybe a bag of chips. That's all the $20 is going to pay for at this point. That's not even a full tank of gas. Kids need to get back and forth to school. Kids need food. Kids need shoes. Kids need clothes. Kids need your time and attention. And I'm telling you right now, a vast majority of you men that are on child support, if you're paying it, a lot of y'all feel like That's y'all only responsibility. Is that, oh, I just have to pay child support. I might see my kids sometimes. Because let me be clear. My uncle, because my grandma, when she was still alive, God rest her soul, was that bitch. Okay? And his ex-wife tried to put him on child support. Do you know what he did and what my grandmother told him to do? She told him, listen, this is what you need to do, son. You need to keep every receipt of every single thing you buy for your son. So when she takes you to court, you can show the judge that you buy him stuff. Do you know he was not put on child support? Because he was able to prove that he buys things for his son. And when it comes to my oldest son, his dad don't pay me child support. And so every single time I've had to ask this man for money over the course of the time that I've had my other son that has nothing to do with him, that man has sent me money and helped me. Whether it was for me or it was something for our son. No questions asked. Would sometimes send me twice as what I asked him for. Just to help me out, looking out for me, because we've been best friends since we were 12. So that man loves me like a friend and like the mother of his child. This man is married, has 2 other kids, and still looks out for me. And I am tired of men acting like your lives are just so hard. I'm not saying that life is not hard, okay? It is hard. But please stop acting like your lives are harder than what women have to go through because we can be pretty and get paid for it. It shouldn't be like that, but that's the world y'all created. Y'all are out here liking pictures on Instagram. Y'all are out here being willing to pay money for OnlyFans accounts. So please do not make it like it's our fault that society is this way and that we choose to benefit from it. That is not our fault, nor is it our problem. But I would be damned if I didn't benefit from it. Okay? Now, like I said, I do not get child support. When I need stuff for my son, most of the time, I just tell his dad what he needs. And then he'll just send me the money and be like, look, if he's not able to get it at the time, he'll just send me. He trusts me to spend the money on our son because we have a good communication. We have a good rapport with each other. We communicate. And a lot of y'all, that's also the problem. Y'all don't know how to respect one another. And you don't know how to communicate with the mothers of your children. You always questioning what she doing. You always like, why you need this for this? And what? Sir, this woman is your child's chef. She technically is your babysitter. Because if you decided to bust inside of her, right? Whether she told you the truth or not, right? Let's say this woman lied. She told you she was on child support. I mean, not on child support. She told you that she was on birth control, but she wasn't. She was lying. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It was more important for you to get your thing, your Willy Wonka wet. That was more concerning to you? That was more of a concern? I'm sorry, baby. Come on. Like, okay, I think my rant is over. My main thing is, do y'all really think that life is easier for women than it is for men? Please let me know. I really want to hear from other people because I'm telling you, like, I don't believe that that's the case. And being that now men can become women and benefit from the things that they claim that we benefit from, you know, just being pretty and getting and just getting paid to have adult playtime. Like, how is that? Like, y'all have the same opportunities that we do, but you don't have to deal with any other drawbacks. And I just want to be clear, having a baby is not a drawback, but it is like physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally taxing though. It requires a lot from you as a person to have and birth a baby and then raise it after that. And for it to be primarily your responsibility, that takes a lot of strength. And for these men to just like belittle that and act like, well, that's not a big deal. Like, you just get to be at home. Like, I really felt like this man that I had this conversation with is jealous of me because of the fact that he feels like, well, you just get to be home all day doing nothing. No, I don't just sit at home and do nothing. I cook, I clean. I'm constantly cleaning up after this cutie pie and my other little cutie pie. Like, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing all day long. I'm teaching him things. Like, this ain't easy, but I enjoy it though. Trust and believe. And I would do it again 10 times over. Every time. So, please, y'all, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Dang, it's hot.